This is me again. I know it has been a while since I have updated a video on the beginning of my keto journey. I will say it's been interesting. I have lost 8 pounds since last August, so I am not currently apparently losing weight. However, I do feel better. I have more brain focus. Before I started, I could not do this. I could not do this. And if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm reaching my hand behind my back. I could not do any of that stuff, especially because my left shoulder was inflamed and swollen. Hubby's trying to message me at the same time I'm making a video, but he doesn't know. So, oh well. Anyway, I have not been strict keto, and I've also had bariatric surgery 15 years ago, so I don't know if those play factors in it. The fact is that my health is better. I have cut out all sugars, although I've gone off plan a few times. My last time going off plan, I went off plan on Monday, but it was only like a quarter of a donut, and I took about 2 bites, and it really didn't taste good. And I'm finding that sugary things really don't taste good anymore. As for why I'm not losing currently, I will say I've been under a lot of stress. My father passed away about a month ago, and before that, he was really, really sick. So I was going off plan a lot because it was just not convenient. I wasn't able to meal prep here. There just wasn't enough time to do any meal prep. So a lot of times I was grabbing stuff on the go, and that would mean grabbing a sandwich with bread or something that had some element in it that was not keto, such as some kind of carbs, some kind of higher carbs. I dropped my glasses on the floor. Anyway, sorry about that. Honestly, I just recently joined a bariatric ketos for women group, so I'm going to see how that goes. They have something that they do, and it's specifically geared for bariatric, because a lot of people were finding that after they had bariatric surgery, they've gone keto, but it really wasn't helping. And I'm not sure if it's because they thought their body thought it was in starvation mode, and it was hanging on to everything we're taking in, or if there was another reason why, for some reason, bariatric, especially Roux-en-Y, I don't know if it's especially Roux-en-Y, I really don't know, because a lot of people who have bariatric surgery are having a more difficult time on keto. So I've joined this group, and hopefully that's going to try to kickstart something. What they're recommending, though, is what they call a pouch reset. And what happens with a pouch reset is that you take your pouch, which is what you're left with after you've had the bypass surgery, such as I've had, and you reset it. And you do that by going on liquids, pretty much a liquid diet for about 2 weeks. So that means bone broth, protein drinks. It'll be bone broth. Bone broth was recommended rather than chicken broth. Electrolyte waters that can be flavored. If you use any kind of sweetener, they say don't use anything other than stevia. I can use coffee, but I can't use heavy whipping cream in my coffee, but I can use almond milk. So, I mean, I can still have my bulletproof coffee in the mornings. I can still have, I don't know what they say about butter. That's going to be a question I'm going to have to ask, because I do know they say you can have almond milk, but you're supposed to go off dairy, which is inflammatory. I think butter's okay, but I'm going to check on that, because I like the butter in my coffee. If not, I can leave it out and just use the MCT oil. I mean, I can do that. And I use stevia for sweetener in it anyway, so that's not a big deal. And if I want flavor in it, I've got essential oils. I put peppermint in mine yesterday, so my plan is I have to go out of town for the weekend, so I'll be gone Saturday and Sunday. So Monday morning, I'm going to start with the pouch reset. A lot of bariatric patients lose weight significantly in those 2 weeks. The general amount is around 10 pounds, sometimes more, sometimes less, but it's generally around 10 pounds. So we will see. So that will be my plan. I'm going to stock up on protein drinks, primarily. I like Premier because it's lower in carbs. It's, I think, I've also got Quest powder, so I can always use that in almond milk if necessary in order to get the protein in, because I still need a lot of protein because the diet, the way the pouch is bypassed, my small intestine is bypassed, so I don't get the nutrients out of food like everybody else does because most of my small intestine is bypassed. So, especially those of you who've had weight loss surgery, I'm going to start this journey with you. So or you can start it with me. I'm going to take you along with me. So we'll see how it goes, and we shall see. But that's my goal. That's my plan. So I want to take you guys along with me and see how that works. See if that can work for you. I have not decided yet whether or not I'm going to pay for the plan on the bariatric eating group. They have a plan that you can pay for, and basically you get a coach, a one-on-one coach, and they will walk you through the entire process. You pay for it one time, and they walk you through the process with your reset and with starting foods back into your diet and such. So we'll see how that goes. I will I'll have my next post on Monday, and from that point on, I will be posting every Monday after that with updates on how I'm doing. Now that things had calmed down after my father was so sick and he passed, I'm going to hopefully do meal preps. I will not be able to do them on Sundays until the end of March because I am having to drive to Nashville every week for a nursing refresher class because I plan on going back to work very soon. So, but I want to get that process kick-started so I can get this weight, because I've got clothes in my closet because after I had my teeth fixed, I gained 35 pounds because I could eat things I couldn't eat before. So that's my history. I had gastric bypass 15 years ago. I did a year ago in January 1st, 2018. I went into the hospital with a severe iron deficiency anemia. I'm talking about a hematocrit of 12.4 and a hemoglobin of 2.7. That is, well, let me put it to you this way. When I walked in the emergency room, and when I told a friend of mine about it, both of the questions were the same one. You walked in to the emergency room? Yeah, I walked in. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I suffered for so long and still stayed walking and standing and driving and talking and eating and everything that I was doing at the time. I was getting weaker and weaker, so I don't think I would have lasted much longer. Probably would not be here today if I had not gotten that taken care of. And for those of you who've had gastric bypass and you're concerned about that iron deficiency, I did have to have 5 units of blood and 3 units of IV iron in the hospital. And for 3 weeks after I was discharged, once a week I would go in for iron infusions. Apparently I don't absorb iron through food either. Through food or the supplements that I was taking. So, but for those of you who are concerned, if you are keeping up with your yearly blood draws and everything, you should be fine. I did not, because we did not have health insurance, and I simply could not afford to pay for this stuff out of pocket. So I went without health insurance for years. My husband didn't have access to it at work. Once I lost my job, I wasn't able to go back to work because at that point I was starting to get weaker, and I knew I wouldn't pass the physical. So there was no way I could go back to work. And we also had a young son. We moved twice because I did start working from home, and I ran a small business from home, and that supplemented what he was making. But now that business is I'm kind of getting tired of. I'm getting tired of chasing down getting paid. That's basically it. I've had clients who are late paying, and some who have skipped out on paying at all. So they're obviously no longer clients. But I do this work for them, and then they don't pay me, because some of them is based on the hours or what I do for them. And yeah, so I'm getting tired of chasing down payments, and I'm getting tired of being stuck here at home on the computer. I want to be out with people. Now that I've got my health back and I've got my teeth fixed too, I had my extractions and I've got a full set of dentures now, and I now have a beautiful smile. I'm happy about it, And now I'm ready to get back into face the big bad world out there and just get back to helping people again, which is what I was doing before when in nursing. So I'm looking forward to that. But I want to take you guys along this journey with me, this weight loss journey. And I'm going to post back starting Monday. I will make my first post on Monday, starting this bariatric reset diet. Not diet, bariatric reset. I'm going to reset my pouch so that it can function the way it was originally planned to function. You all have a wonderful day. God bless, and I'll see you next time.